Hey, how's it going, everybody? Wow, it's a little cold. It's gonna be snowing in a little while. So I hope everyone's having a nice afternoon or evening. Yeah, that's a really nice Steven Seagal pack that I got there. I got to pick up Out for Justice independently. I have Under Siege 2 independently. I have Marked for Death independently. Uh, they aren't the best transfers and all that, so I'm looking forward to getting Hard to Kill, though, for sure. Anyone else out there familiar with the work of John Flynn? John Flynn was the man. John Flynn was quite a good director. He directed, of course, Out for Justice, which most people even, they say it's a strength of the movie is the heartfelt nature of the Steven Seagal character, Nico, and how he is really into the plot. That's the strength of these movies by John Flynn. Strength of the character, strength of the plot, while also providing good action. So I highly recommend, on that regard, for people to check out what is it called? Rolling Thunder, starring William Devane, Tommy Lee Jones, and someone who I'm blessed to have been gotten in better contact with and value her as a friend very much, Linda Haynes. So anyway, I hope that people can go out and check that one out. If it's a little dark out here, I'm sorry, but it is actually snowing. Hard to see against this backdrop, but figure I'll just talk about some movies on here a little bit. Also, some movie news. I was one of the first people several years back to talk about how Diane Warren at Warner Brothers was building something called the Hanna-Barbera Cinematic Universe, where they were basically going to try to make a Jetsons movie, try to make a Flintstones movie. We just got Ork on here. Ork, I'm headed home after a good Shabbat. Sadly, I had to work on the Shabbat, but as I work mainly in TV and everything like else, because these kind of jobs are actually kind of fun to me. They're just consistent ways I can make money when I'm not, getting over on the TV and radio business. What I do mainly, I was working in marketing, test market research on movies and stuff like that. But right now, I'm just starting my own business and hope to get it off the ground here. Movie memorabilia, DVDs, a bunch of other stuff. And also trying to convert a movie theater into a video game theater, the first of its kind. So it would be where a bunch of people could come in and, play video games on a big screen and all that. I'm sure there's some theaters that do that, but we're looking forward to converting one completely and all that, and doing tournaments and all that. So, question was posed to Ork by Ork. I'm back, and thank you for joining me again, Ork. Let me just wipe off the screen here. I may have to resume this in a minute because it's getting a little bit too much cover on there. I'm back. I definitely celebrate Passover. Definitely celebrate every one of these holidays for the Jewish type people. So I go from being obviously I use the F word and all this stuff. So I'm a different kind of Orthodox gentleman. But definitely try to keep some of the beliefs and everything like that. And how are you doing out there today, Ork? Anyway, I think I'll resume this one in a couple minutes. Let me post in am I German? I got some Austrian blood, but mainly I'm of pretty good pretty good. Oh, good. They're pretty good. I got people that were from France. Obviously, they're originally from Israel back in the day before they forced to leave there and all that back in the day. But Russia, Ukraine, England, lots of intelligent. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there really are. If you look at what Austrian Jewish people and what German Jewish people have done and accomplished, it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing indeed. All right, I'm thinking I might try to do a live stream later or a commentary. Or do you know how this Google Chat works? I mean, I guess I can open up a couple windows and figure it out, but I'm pretty sure there's a way I could press a button and go live and then have like people's faces on the screen, like how I watch on Sausage Factory. I know it can't be that complicated, but I want to make sure that I set it up for a proper time where I don't just have to be like running out of the room and everything. Have a couple hours. That's why I really like what Piz does. He sets things up and just lets it roll for a couple hours. So I don't really have a home studio set up just yet. So I'm looking into those Google Chat options. Orc. If you see this or are watching, I think we talked briefly about the Children of the Cornlands, and you mentioned them on the show. As far as I know, I think you said that you think it's an underrated franchise. I think that as well. Been a little bit obsessed, admittedly, with that franchise the last couple weeks, so hoping to get some more discussion going on with that. So what do you got going on out there tonight, everyone? Gonna have a good evening. Take care of business. Slightly underrated but fun. Yeah. I would say 3. Children of the Corn 3, I really like a lot lately. Been going off on it, in fact. And just so happens that I reached the actor that plays the young boy in it, Dano Cherney. He's now a filmmaker. But I aim to be able to interview more people and post their comments and stuff and post the interviews on here. But me still learning this whole content and stuff, there may be some time before I do that, because obviously I interviewed quite a lot of other character actors and stuff like that, and some of those audio are on a device that I have to maybe redo them, so that shouldn't be no problem. Oh, Oric, how far are you from Boston? Out of curiosity. And also, do you follow baseball? I know you follow football. I know you follow hockey. And, Oric, if you're watching this, or if you watch this later, do you still play fantasy football? I do remember you guys talking about fantasy football, Sausage Factory in the past, stuff like that. So, if you check this out, I really like fantasy football. Yeah, all right. Oh, I'm getting some responses. All right. Yeah, you follow the Fig Four. What do you think about Bryce Harper joining the Phillies? That's quite a strange turn of events, don't you think? I was quite surprised. 1, 2, 3, I love. 4 and 6 are fun. Yeah. 4 through 6 are fun. 5, I really like a lot. I really like the idea that these young children of the corn are about to like sacrifice and enjoy Eva Mendes in like a really weird level, and then she just, I don't know, they burn her alive or whatever. That kill I wish was done slightly better, but the tone and action of that movie, oh my god, I like that. I got all these, man, some menu popped up here. What's your favorite of those sports? There we go. I don't really have a favorite. I have Madden. I play Madden 05 still. Or Madden, yes, some old game where I just I have a simulation league going. I keep going through the years. Man, it's getting dark out here though. Huh. Woo! Cold winter's day. All right. Orc, what's on your agenda tonight? What might you be watching? I'm looking forward to the next movie discussion, Pocket Dimension. Football better than basketball. Basketball better than hockey. Hockey better than baseball. Oh yeah. Question, Orc. Have you seen Mike Tyson's talk show? Mike Tyson's interview talk show on YouTube? It's called Hot Boxing with Tyson, something like that. If you just Google Mike Tyson interview show, I'm sure you'll find it. I highly recommend it, Orc. It's pretty amazing. There's a good episode with Mickey Rourke on, and there's one with Roseanne Barr. I mean, like, they don't really talk about her scandal and all that. They're friends, and they're really just chiefing the whole time. They can smoke pot on their show, and you just see Mike Tyson having a good old time with his friends, colleagues, stuff like that. So I'm a huge boxing fan. I wish that we could get back to that era where Tyson was around. With that being said, there are some great young champions. Yeah, 90s boxers. All the 90s boxers. Man, I even went to some cool boxing matches back in the day. Eric Morales, Paulie Ayala, I think. I can't remember the names as much anymore. Anyway, I've enjoyed some good experiences. Or did you watch some of my the work I've done in TV where I create stories and all that? I have more links to the videos and stuff, but I'm trying to talk to people that recorded some of my work, because at the time I wasn't even watching TV that I was doing all this stuff. So it's on some people's DVRs and trying to get up with them. So I'm trying to coordinate with you, if you want to participate, do a Google Chat show. Not like every week or even every, just whenever. But also some of these other gentlemen that are watching the channel. We got one named TH. TH happens to be from Finland. I've never met him, but he seems like a nice gentleman. Likes a lot about channels or movies. Let's see. If they're on your channel, I'll check them out. Nice. Yeah, I've written to Raiho and Cole. Raiho's super busy, so I don't expect much with that, but get Cole to pop in and bring in some of his erudite opinions. Now it looks like I'm on the witness protection program. That's pretty cool. So when I get home, take my dog around real quick. I might just continue the live stream. So I hope that TH and others are out there. If not, go ahead and tell people. Hopefully people will join the live stream. I don't have a following really too big yet, but hopefully it will. I'm not really doing it for the following, so I don't overly care about the results. I just care about having something to do and interact with people. Making a Kenny Tar. Yeah. It is hard for God to make another one of those. God put a lot of his, I don't know, put a lot into making me, so it's a difficult feat to make another Kenny Tar. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. God has got his hands full if he's going to make another Kenny Tar. Making a murderer. Yeah, that's funny. I don't really know, man. I hear people, like, younger people talking about memes and stuff, too. I got to get educated, man. I don't know what a meme is, like I was saying. I'm guessing it's like those things that have the You know, maybe like Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper one. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for keeping me company out there, Orc. Hope you're having a good night. Have you seen Rolling Thunder? Lots of wasted time, but fun. Yeah. What I do, I don't always feel like my time's wasted when I look into these TV shows and stuff, but basically it's like making a bunch of memes and throwing them out there and seeing what sticks. So it ain't all that difficult. Sometimes it does end up for me wasting my time because I'm trying to get these shows to, you know, play the content that I want them to. And I'm finding people off the street sometimes, homeless people, to go on these shows. And we all know how those people are. They either will show up at the studio or not. But basically, I've come up with so many premises for TV shows through the years, talk shows, courtroom shows, that they've had to change the genre. They literally have had to admit that there's funny business going on those shows. I don't know if you've read much about it, but now they're basically just caving in and changing the genre to what I changed it to, which was basically like the same trash as they was always doing, but with a little bit more erudite or intellect to it. Anyway, what's for dinner out there, Orc? If you it's too late for a McGriddle. What would you do if you could have a McGriddle in the evening? Let's say there was some McDonald's. No, bro. I didn't graduate college. I think I went to like 12 to 20 credits. 9/11 happened when I was in college in UNLV in Las Vegas. So the school was like on lockdown for like 2 or 3 weeks when I was there. The whole town was like flooded with people because obviously the planes and all that, they emanated or whatever from Las Vegas. So after that, I never really went back to school. I don't really know. It's just not like those events really bothered me, but it was like, you know, during those 3 weeks when I wasn't in school, just running low on cash, so I got a job. The job ended up turning out to be pretty good. So instead of paying out like $4,000 every couple months for work, for school, I just started trying to make money. But that job ended up falling through. A lot of other stuff fell through at that point in my life. And then I started putting together a lot more of these, radio and TV things that I've been doing. So let me, oh, shoot. Some more questions. It's a good point. I got A's in high school. Shit. Whoa, my head looks big. My head looks big. When I get in, I'm going to set the phone down. So there's going to be a 3-minute break. 3 to 5 minute break. Similar to how when Piz goes to go do a break. That's what's going to occur when I get to my castle. So anyway, might as well tell you a little bit more about the TV show that I'm planning. May have brought it up already, but how far am I from Fayetteville? About 2 hours, I believe. Still haven't been there yet. Most of my people that I know in the film industry that have invited me to come either work for them or be involved with what they're doing, either in like horror films or low budget production, it's about 2 hours away. So I've just been keeping it to myself, figuring out how I can, with this horror movie I wrote called The Eating Room, I'm trying to make it look like the table eats people. I'm closer to what you just mentioned. I'm closer to where Billy Clinton grew up than I am to Fayetteville, just by a little bit though. I'm really close to a town, or about an hour from a town called Mena. I'm in the town where True Grit takes place, and also True Detective. This year, True Detective was filmed around here. And then also, so if you look up a town called Mena, Mena was the town where Tom Cruise, the movie American Made, was supposed to be filmed and take place. But due to these small towns out here, they didn't really negotiate too well, and they lost the rights to have Tom Cruise's movie filmed there. So they actually filmed Tom Cruise's movie in Georgia, even though it's supposed to be in Arkansas. So that is why this state is one of the poorest in the nation. Poor decisions such as that. If you do a hangout, I'll join and shoot the shit. That would be awesome, man. I really have to learn how to do the hangout. Like I said, just follow a guide. Okay, I'll dedicate a little bit of time to doing that. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go in right now and just set the phone down for 4 or 7 minutes. I think I've showed you my dog, but she's coming out in a minute. She's gonna want to use the restroom, and then we'll continue this because it's a good time of the day for me. It's not as good a time of the day for Finland pool and all that, but hopefully one day we can get a bunch of people in the chat. I love having you in here, man. It's great. You bring a lot of greatness to the show. All right, I don't know what happened to the camera. It's like really close on my face, but I can handle it. Close up. Huh. All right, so I'm home. We'll set this phone down. Hey, look out, dude. Let the owner get in the house. Right? Do you have a dog, Orc? You got any pets? I'm in the dark. I forgot to put the light on. Look out. Step out the way. This is one of my movie posters here. Oh, gosh. Oops. Posters there. I mean, it's going to be just a minute or two. I'm going to set this down. And then we'll get back to talking. I'll be right with you, as they say. Back out. Back out, dude. This race called Slaughter Race. Come on, puppy. Be right back. I'll be right back, Orc. All right, I'm back. Let's put in a pizza in the microwave. Come here. And then I'll be ready to talk a little bit more. All right. Back up off me, Bob. All right, I'm back. Back again. Hope everyone having a good evening. Back again. Hope everyone having a good evening. Look out, man. All right, do I got Orc back on here? Orc there. I hope. Hi. I'm back. Hello. My buddy Orc, how you doing out there, bud? You having a good night? In this place called Slaughter Race. Or did you see Wreck-It Ralph 2? It's got this kind of catchy song. I don't really even, I don't think I like it, but it's in my head. I don't really know what to say other than that. Hey, you're back probably. Hey, bud. I'll put these pizzas in their oven, and then I'll be ready to relax. Been a long day. I'm getting some new pot tomorrow. Pretty excited. I'm thinking I'm getting something called gelato pot. So some herb that's a gelato flavor, which just sounds delicious. Doesn't it just sound delicious? So anyway, Orc, you work in Maine out there, or are you still in college? I don't think so. I don't know how old you are or anything like that, but I'm 38, so I've gone through quite a lot in my life, of course. But anyway, hope we can get more people involved in the chat. I'm putting in a slice pizza in the oven. Now I clearly could go ahead and bake it, quote unquote, bake it in the oven. I just don't really feel like it, you know? I don't really feel like baking the pizza in the oven. Anyway. Hey, Meme! Oh, yeah. We talked about you dogs. Damn, I'm so sorry, man. I'm bringing it up again. Meme is on. Hey, Meme, how are you? Orc, we got Meme joining us, and he lives in Agadir, Morocco. He's never had the opportunity to go to like a movie theater and see a movie, so that's pretty cool. That's interesting. I'm in movie theaters quite a lot, working on test screenings and all sorts of activities that I'm trying to make close deals with. I'm great, thank you. I'm surprised you remember me. Oh, of course, Meme. I was just talking about you the other day. In almost every video, I say, "Hey, Meme, I hope you can jump back." How have you been? What was the question? Someone's stealing your 20-inch rims? Orc? Why are they trying to steal your rims, dude? Where I come from in California, someone do that. It is 187 for a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna fix my hair real quick. So host a hangout and DM me the link on Twitter. Oh man. Wish I could do two things at once. I might, when I stop this, say sir. When I stop this, I might go on there and see how to do it. Meme, there's something that we're trying to set up where instead of me just talking and getting messages sent to me, where I would talk and have others. Dank movie 187. Yeah. 187 on a motherfucker. Yeah. It is an interesting one. I feel bad for the Samuel Jackson character. That's an interesting director. I think it's Kevin Reynolds. Kevin Reynolds, I think, made Waterworld. And then he made 187. He also made Fandango, Kevin Costner movie back in the day. I think he made what do you call it? Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I don't know what Kevin Reynolds is up to nowadays, but pretty eclectic movies there. Me, I might as well talk about Waterworld for a little while. I have a real soft spot in my heart for that movie. I saw it as 14 years old. I don't get along too well with my brother, but we were getting along at that time. And I'm an asthma sufferer, motherfucker. So anyway, yeah, take a look at this, Orc. Got a bunch of clowns here. I don't know if I've showed these before, but I inherited them. Variety of clowns. And then I also have some pretty rare Dodger bobbleheads back there. I don't know if you can see them. But anyway. So we got one thumbs up and we got one participant on the deal. See if we can get Mehmet and Orc in here at the same time. I'm gonna set this down real quick. Hold on. In this place called Slaughter Race. Sorry if I keep singing that song, but it's in my head. I'm like 6'8", by the way. 6'8" with shoes on, 6'6" without. So I'm a big guy, man. So I hope we can all fit on these Google Chat. Clearly I have a Google Mail, whatever it's called, Gmail. So I can just, I don't know. Was it hard for you to learn how to do the work? I mean, obviously you have a lot more computer skills than me, but like, was it have you ever set up a Google Chat or just accepted the links? Durkin noobs. Duncan on noobs. Are you playing a basketball game? Big fan of basketball games. From Double Dribble for the NES to, man, you name it. I'm a huge fan of basketball simulations. Cool. Well, yeah. There's been a wide variety of basketball games through the year. Yeah, dunking on noobs. Yeah. See, I can't catch up with you. The other day I didn't really dunk it, but I laid it up pretty aggressively over someone. I'm having a hard time getting the ball handle where I can, when the slam dunk contest, how they're missing a lot of slam dunks lately. That's kind of like me lately. So I need to be able to put it down. But that's all good. That's all good, as they say. I'm glad to be home. Got a lot of money coming in the next couple weeks, and we hope to. I'm going to try to set up a Patreon on here, so when I'm getting a Google Chat, I have everything that Piz or anyone else of these YouTubers have. I really do enjoy all the content on YouTube. I stopped watching TV a couple years ago, and find that stuff to be pretty entertaining. I did like your point the other day, though, Orc, about how we all like to have TV and everything. So hopefully I can get a good hookup somewhere. I've never really been into this Roku and all that. Learn how to do that so I can watch TV. But I end up doing that too much. It takes away from my productivity. So it's good to just watch my YouTube movie shows and all that. Lots of news flying about this James Bond movie. And let me just be brutally honest from what I know. Lupita Nyong'o was never really approached to be a Bond girl. Anyone that's saying that she was trying to start a racial debate. Hey, that's not, you know what I'm saying? We're living in an era where if someone of a certain race is not offered a role, whether or not they're right for that role, it becomes a scandal. That's the day and age we're living in, gentlemen and ladies. If someone that's black is not offered the Bond role, it's a scandal. It's a scandal. So I have it on good authority, people that work in the casting business, that it's all a bunch of bullshit. They didn't want Lupita Nyong'o to be the next Bond woman or anything. They wanted her maybe to play a role in it. But then they had to backtrack and say, oh, yeah, we're interested in that. But that kind of stuff's crazy, political correctness and all that. So go ahead and post some stuff in the chat. I'll see if I can respond. Man, how's it going out there? Is it the next day? Is it Sunday out there? Let's see if Meme is still here. Microwave memes. AM66, a microwave meme. I'll come up with a I'll come up with a microwave meme. Espoo. Espoo op. Espoop. Espoo op. OCP. OCP Communications here. Do you like OCP? Do you watch what's his name? Mike Brown, OCP Communications channel? I think I mentioned that's how I've happened upon a lot of this stuff. I ended up watching OCP Communications video of Pacific Heights, his review of that several years back. Mike Jones before that came up in the Mike Jones. Anyway, yeah. So that's how I happened upon all y'all. I found you through OCP Communications, and also, of course, Obnoxious and Anonymous, Cameron. I became friendly with Cameron by watching some of his videos and then sending him some movie news information. And then one day he's like, "Oh yeah, you watched the Sausage Factory?" And he mentioned that he mentioned some of the panelists, and I had seen some of Rambo's work already through OCP Communications. Let's get my Bubba on here. That's Curly Lovey Dovey. That's a pretty dog. You like the dog? You like the people out there? We got a guy from Morocco. Yeah, there he is. And he said, "Damn." Orc said, "Damn, you're a pretty girl." Yeah, you're a pretty girl. Yeah, a pretty girl. Are you a happy pretty girl or just a pretty girl? What is it? Which one are you? A happy pretty girl? So look at that. I got that poster that Lauren loves, bro. Someone had this Hellfest poster, and like Lauren just kept talking about it. So I was like, I might as well get the Hellfest poster. So that's in tribute to Lauren. And also, I'm thinking I'll like the movie. I don't know if I will or not, but Lauren certainly was bowled over by it. So I'm looking forward to watching it. I've recently walked out of The Prodigy. I've walked out of Escape Room, and I walked out of Possession of Hannah Grace. So horror movies are not my key lately. And I would have walked out of it had I seen it in theaters. I found only a couple parts of it to be good. I like when the boy is getting chased by the lepers. I don't know how to say it. A leopard beast, a leper. Like, not a leopard, but like something with something wrong with it. What if my dog could talk and do a show? What about that? We were watching Benji last night. You ever watch some of these Benji movies? That opening, the kid gets eaten by. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I guess it just didn't show. Didn't show enough, I guess. I'm looking forward to the sequel, though. I hope they don't really. I'm hearing that it's got some really bloody scenes in it, and I'm a huge fan of the cast of what they did for the sequel. I reported that McAvoy had been in talks for that. And then when Bill Hader came out, it was a little bit of a surprise, but you can only do so much. You know how Hollywood works. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I do know how the machine works. But yeah, I probably would have preferred it if they kept it in the 50s and then had the It 2 in the 80s. But whatever. I mean, I'm really looking forward to Doctor Sleep, which is Shining 2. And I'm thinking they're going to call it Shining 2 for marketing purposes. They haven't announced it really. It's on the slate as Doctor Sleep. But as the movie gets into testing research, which usually happens, what is it, coming out in. Is it early November or early October? Either way, it will either be starting to be tested in April and May. So I'm pretty familiar with the Hollywood testing process for a lot of these Stephen King or later ones in particular. Am I doing a hangout? I'm sorry, man. I should go find do that. Why don't I stop this right now and then try to do a hangout? All right, so I'll cut off right now and I'll like Google how to do a hangout. That's what I'll do. And if you have any tips or you know anything, I'll put my email address out here, and I'll even put me. What the fuck? Go ahead and prank call me some. I don't care. But anyway, my email address is bbqntwk@gmail.com. And my number, an American number, I don't care if people text or call me, 702-513-2164. So that way, if anyone
knows how to do these Google Chat things a little bit more. But I'm gonna go ahead and look into it, and then I'll look forward to talking to New York and Mema and everyone. And this is my dog signing off here. Signing off, right?